Hello everyone, this is Miss Kasey, and today we are going to talk about Chapter 11 review on pages 761, but really we're going to start this little tutorial on page 762. And we are going to go over number 19. Alright, so it says to complete each conversion table. Alright, so converting is cool. What I have with me is my book, I have my pencil, and I have a scrap paper, and I'm also going to have my conversion sheet. Okay? So, number 19, it gives us the gallons, and we need to figure out how many cups are in these gallons. So I'm going to go to my conversion sheet, and I'm going to see customary, because cups are customary, and we're measuring capacity or volume. And I notice that all I have here is 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces, and I don't have cups equals to gallons, but that's okay because if you go down here, we have our handy dandy little gallon G, all right? And in our gallon G, when you draw it out, when we taught you how to draw this out, in each little one, let me zoom in even more. In each little one, we got 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. It's also equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 pints. And it's also equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 cups. So 1 gallon equals 16 cups. So what I'm going to do is, now that I know the conversion, I'm going to take it from my conversion chart and put it right above, right here. So I'm going to say 1 gallon equals 16 cups. Okay, that's my conversion. And to get from 1 to 16, when we're using conversions, we're either going to multiply or divide. So I know to get from 1 to 16, I'm going to multiply 1 by 16. Okay? So that means every single one of these, I'm going to apply the same thing I just said right here. So I'm going to do 2 times 16, 3 times 16, 4 times 16, and 5 times 16. And that is going to give you the amount of cups. We're going to continue down to number 26. It says, how many minutes have passed between the time shown on the first clock and the time shown on the second clock? Here's the first one, here's the second one, okay? How many minutes? Okay? Well, let's just go ahead and observe. We have 3 o'clock here, and it's 5 o'clock here. So how many hours passed in between? Well, 3 to 4 is 1, and 4 to 5 is 2. So there's 2 hours that passed in between the 2 clocks. So I'm going to go to my conversion chart again and find hours to minutes, because we need to know hours to minute. We'll look right here. It says 1 hour equals 60 minutes. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it right over here. This is where I'm going to need to get scrap paper, because I don't have enough room on here to work. I like to have a lot of space. So we know that 2 hours have passed, and we need to know how many minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 hours equals how many minutes. And my conversion that I took said 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Take it and place it. Okay, 1 hour equals 60 minutes. How did we get from here to here? We multiply. When we're converting, we either multiply or divide by 60. So that means whatever we did here, we can also apply it to find out how many minutes are in 2 hours. You're going to multiply by 60. And since this is a multiple of 10, all we're going to do is take the first digit, 6 times 2 equals 12, and you add the 0. So 2 hours equals 120 minutes. And that's our answer right here. All right, let's move on to number 28. It says, okay, cool, I like this. It says, to represent this data in a line plot. Okay, well this data, it's not like the lessons that we did earlier, a few days ago. It's not represented in a tally chart. It's just all the data put onto a chart and we have to interpret. So it says to represent the data on the line plot. So I'm going to go ahead and write a line plot. I'm going to go 0. I'm going to go ahead and put 6 over 6, or that equals 1. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and split it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this will be 1 over 6. This will be 2 over 6. This will be 3 over 6. 4 over 6. And 5 over 6. And now all I'm going to do is just take the data, plot it. Take the data, plot it. So 1, 6. And cross it out. 4, 6. 5, 6. 1, 6 again. 5, 6 again. 5, 6 again. 1, 6 again. And 4, 6. There's nothing at 3, 6. There's nothing at 6, 6. So we just leave it. All right. Number 30, it says, what is the total length of the beads that are 4/6 inches long? Okay, so the total length. So we're going to look at 4/6 inches long, and we notice that there's 2 X's on top. So you can either do 2 things. You can add them, or, because they have like denominators, or you can multiply by 2, a whole number. We can do both. So I'll show you both. Since there's only 2, we can add them if we really wanted to. 4 over 6 plus 4 over 6. I want the total, okay? So the denominators stay the same, and you add the numerators. It's an improper fraction. That's okay. You're going to ask yourself, how many times does 6 go into 8? Or you use long division like this. How many times does 6 go in 8? Just 1 time. 1 times 6 is 6. Subtract, you get 2. That's going to be your numerator. That's your denominator. Keep the denominator the same. So it's going to be that. That's not simplified. You're going to divide the numerator and the denominator by 2 to get 1 and 1/3. So I said you can either add or you can multiply by a whole number of 2. So here's another way to do it. I'm going to pull it over here because this is where we have space to show our work. So I'm going to take 4/6 times 2. So, and when you multiply a fraction times a whole number, you're going to multiply the numerator by the whole number and get 8. And you're going to keep that denominator the same. And we're back right here. So we know that this is simplified to 1 and 1/3. So what is the total length of beads that are 4/6 inches long? It's 1 and 1/3 inches long. All right. Good luck with the rest of your assignment today. I'll talk to you guys soon.